This video is going to be about trusting the process when you want to write a book and then maybe turning it into a business. And there are many different ways that you can do this. I thought I would give you my opinion on how I made this an easy process. First and foremost, you need to trust the process. I know that this may be a little bit difficult when you don't really even know what the process is. I hope I'm here to clear this up for you. Hi, I'm Susie J. Cobwebs, and this is my writing channel, and I do different aspects of building a brand from scratch. And I really talk about different things that you may or may not read or watch on YouTube about the process. And I'm here to clear those up. And if you're a beginner writer, and I'm sure that you're thinking about these things too, that maybe you don't know how to ask, and that's what I'm here for you. First and foremost, let's start off with a plan. I completely understand where you are coming from. I was in that same spot fantasizing how I want to be a famous author. I want to have novels and books and selling merchandise to attract and gain more exposure and building up this tribe where positive vibes survive. While building up my empire, I will have this team with that same common goal, which in turn, this will allow me to add more books as I'm writing them and get them out just for my tribe, just for my audience, and that would be you. This is my dream goal. So, you say you have a game plan, right? And you know what your life could be like, right? How am I going to get there? Well, first off, if you want to become a writer, you have to write. Makes sense, right? You will need to construct the first draft of your novel. As I went through the editing processes, I can't tell you how many times, like a gazillion and a half times. Now, this work in progress that I had, honestly, is never going to be perfect in your eyes. And you will go over it and over it and over it. And you're going to constantly find things that you need to change. You find typos. And then you start second guessing yourself. This is the perfect time where you take your manuscript or your work in progress of whatever you're doing and you give it to somebody else. Make sure that this person will read it and give you a good critique on it. Is there any plot holes? Did they find any typos? Did they understand everything that you want to portray in this book? Do the timelines match up? Or are they mismatched? These are different things that a reader will pick out in a heartbeat. Send your work in progress, or your novel, or your manuscript, or whatever it is, to the publisher. This is, in fact, that you have already done your research on which publishing company that you wanted to go through. Now, I completely understand that there's many different publishing companies out there. You have to figure out what is going to be more beneficial for your book, or for your mind for that matter. I have different videos on this channel that I have talked about traditional publishing, hybrid publishing, and indie publishing, and which route that I went under and why I did it the way I did. So I'm hoping that that will help you out too. I can link them down in the description below. In the process of getting the publisher, this is the time where you need to start building up buzz for your book. This will be the time where you can get your book or your name in front of your audience's eyes. This doesn't stop here. This is only the beginning of your business career. In the meantime, you're still trying to continue your writing career. The best tip that I have for you at this point, the fact that you need to find the best way to work on all of this stuff, is time management. Honestly, this is a trial and error type of field. And basically what you want to do is you want to see what you can do on a daily basis. Now, this is also, you're going to have to learn different marketing tactics. What's going to work for you to get that buzz roaring and getting your audience to love you and trust you? If you start with the same strategy that you have on different social media platforms, eventually it's going to build up an audience. Eventually it's going to build up buzz about you as a person, as an author, and most importantly, about your novel, and about your business. This isn't going to stop here. You will need to market your books. So you need to find beta readers. You need to find ARC readers. This is the time where you can start brainstorming for book signings, meet and greets. How can you become more personable with your tribe? If you would like to do things virtual, then there are writing prompts. There are interviews. There's critiques that you can do on a YouTube channel, podcasts. It's actually limitless of what you can do virtually. This is not going to stop here because you need to continue on to your second novel. You will also need to get that first draft done. Yes, it's going to be rough. I completely understand. But you need to start getting that in motion. So you really don't lose the momentum that you had with your first book. You're going to have a second book out. So whenever you get the first book out, then they're like, oh my goodness, I like this book, so I'm going to read this. Oh wait, she brought another book out. So you want to keep that momentum going. So maybe this won't be as hard as it was the first time to get people to read your book, to buy your book. Yes, you are going to have stumbles in the road. I was just sitting there, pen in hand, scribbling along, face crunched with determination. And it's just not working. No matter what question you ask yourself, you can never find the right answer. No matter what idea I tried to chase, it would never be the one to set my imagination on fire. And this will happen. Take a breather. Enjoy life. Enjoy life without electronics, technology. Maybe do that for the day, for a few hours. Let your brain rest because it's been multitasking for weeks, months, years. And honestly, you've been having this multitasking on high for years, honestly, really. So you want to just let your brain relax. This is a process that you had too many obstacles, twists and turns, but this is the happy path. This is your journey. Keep repeating this process because eventually you're going to make a mark in this world. As anyone that has been through this process, they know it is a very slow process. You need to trust the process and it'll work. You have to discipline yourself to make sure that this is something that you truly want. And if you do that and you don't give up, you are going to be a famous author, a famous entrepreneur, or whatever your hobby is. If you like these videos and you want to see more of these videos, by all means, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification button so you can stay on top of all the different things that I post. And to the next time, love you bunches.